right? Not in the chamber, correct? And then if you were to carry it what's called cruiser ready, you would have this slide forward, no round, and then a mag in the chamber. And notice I do it the same way. If you've been watching, I do it the same way every time. Every time that I have my weapon, in this case Josh's weapon, using his for effect, but if every time I'm almost in the same body position, my gun's always in front of my face, because I never want to do this. If I get in the habit of doing this, what am I doing? Remember I said I was going to give you tactics, right? This is tactics.
You don't know if the cells
you can't see, right. So every time I load my weapon, my semi-automatic weapon, I load it the same way every time, so I practice, so when things hit the fan, I'm prepared. And I'm prepared mentally, and I'm prepared physically, because I do it the same thing every time. So if I have to do this in combat, in a real life-threatening situation, I'm ready to go. So if I have it cruiser ready, because that's empty, this is cruiser ready, and that's how I decide to store it. Which, if it's your actual defense weapon, I do not recommend it being stored like this. I recommend you practice, put it in there, and you come over the top, and you're on target. All right, so you're ready to go. Now you store it in the holster or wherever you're going to keep it for your home defense. If you notice what I'm doing is I'm not doing this. It's called crabbing. If you've been on the website, you'll see a little blurb on it. But this looks really cool for Charlie's Angels and the movies. Does that look cool? Does that look sexy? Sexy, right? All right, got it? All right. But this is two fingers that can slip. It's sweaty fingers, not so much. What I'm doing is called clawing, what I call clawing, and I'm over the top, and I'm close, because under stress, when your adrenaline and all of the effects that are happening to your body's going to, in a life-threatening situation, want to protect its organs, and all your blood from the outside is going to come close, and you're going to naturally come in, and you're either going to fight or flight. And if you now trained yourself to fight with this, because you have something major coming at you, then you're over the top. Maybe you have a malfunction, maybe you have a reload, and you're getting another mag, and you're putting it in here, and you're clawing this, and you're slingshotting it, and you're back on target immediately. All right, so it's a very powerful move. Just for sake of interest, this is a fine motor skill, the thumb. Now, granted, I'm purposely not pointing at you so that you realize, even though these are unlocked, I'm not going to point out even an unloaded weapon at you. I may point the blue gun at you just so you know, because it's definitely not a weapon. But this is a fine motor skill. Granted, this is a fine motor skill, and we'll talk more about that in a little bit. But this is a gross motor skill. You're gripping and you're using all this effort. You can train this fine motor skill, and you can also train that fine motor skill if you have a large enough, like this is equipped with a large enough slide lock. This is actually a slide lock. It's designed to lock the slide back, not to release it. So you can train that fine motor skill, but it's recommended more effective to come over the top and use that slingshot action versus trying to do the thumb and end up slipping off. All right.